chance of being bitten by a snake and then dying from it is very slim. In fact, the chances of being struck by lightning is twice as likely as dying from a venomous snake bite. Although, in certain parts of the world, like Africa, snake bite remains a very real health threat. In this video, we will be looking at the snake species present in southern Africa. There's about 120 or a little bit more, 120 plus snake species in this part of the world. Not all of them are venomous. Only about 14% of them are highly venomous and could potentially kill you. However, there are many of the other snake species that can give a medically significant bite, and the vast majority of them are either harmless or mildly venomous to such an extent that you would not need a trip to the doctor, nor any medication or treatment. We are going to try and cover these snake species in the video. I'm going to divide them into groups because we cannot look at them individually, and then we can look at those groups and try and rate them from the most harmless ones to the highly venomous ones. We are going to divide them into 8 different categories, ranging from 1 completely harmless to the ones that are extremely venomous and are likely to put you in hospital, and even worse than that. I think this video adds something unique. While there are many other videos out there that try to show you the most dangerous or the most venomous snakes in that part of the world, we often don't look at the snake species that are in between. You know, those mildly venomous ones or the venomous ones that are not going to kill you. So in this video, we are going to cover all the snakes, starting at the most harmless ones and working our way to the highly venomous ones and covering everything in between. Category 1 is the harmless snakes, and this category contains the most snake species of all the categories. The snakes in this category have no venom, at least as far as we can tell, and some, like the blind snakes, cannot even bite people. Some other species, like the house snakes, can grow to decent sizes and may be very bitey, though at best they can draw a few drops of blood from their bite victims, causing only skin-deep superficial wounds. Let's choose a winner from this category. First place has to go to the brown house snake. They can reach lengths in the vicinity of 1 meter, and some of them can be very ill-natured when you pick them up. I've learned my lesson a few times. Let us rate category 1 snakes using the death-o-meter. Ooh. It is no surprise that the death-o-meter's needle barely moves from the 0 harm baseline. Category 2 is where we find snake species that are mildly venomous, but their venom has little to no effect on humans. They would really have to chew on your finger for quite some time to cause any sort of discernible symptoms. This is also a large category, as it contains 27% of all of the southern African snake species. Some of the species in this category will not hesitate to bite when handled, so choosing a winner here is a little bit more difficult, but my pick based on size potential and temperament will have to go to one of the grass snakes. So yeah, it has to be the spotted Skaapsteker. Pretty but feisty. Category 3 snakes are also mildly venomous, however, their venoms are slightly more potent, often leading to discernible symptoms in humans, though nothing serious, and a bite from these snakes typically does not go beyond some swelling and systemic symptoms like nausea. The winner here is easy to choose. It has to be the impressive olive grass snake. They have speed, size, and are angry on a good day. Category 4 contains species that are not equipped with venom, but due to their large size and ferocious teeth, they can inflict painful bites that may even require stitches. These snakes can nibble you into next week or teach you a sharp lesson. There are only 2 snakes that I have deemed worthy of placing in this category. First place in this category is easy to choose, and it goes to the Southern African python. And while certain individuals can be as timid as puppies, others will lash out at you with little provocation, and the plethora of long recurved teeth can quickly make a mess of things. Mole snakes won't kill you, but pythons could. Sadly, there have been a few recorded deaths caused by African pythons, with children being the most vulnerable. Category 5 snakes take things up a notch. For the first time in this video, we are now dealing with snakes that have hollow syringe type like fangs. Snakes that are rated and placed into this category all have bites that will either cause discomfort and pain, and even necrosis in severe cases, or can cause worrying neurotoxic symptoms with breathing being impacted after severe envenomations. The winner will have to go to one of the elapids in this group. Being somewhat related to the cobras elevates their status, and armed with neurotoxic venom, my winner for this round is one of the shield nose snakes. This baby-faced cobra-like snake should not be messed with. Category 5 snakes have venom and can effectively deliver their venom. The young, the old, and those with underlying disease or sickness should be wary of bites from these snakes. Into category 6, I have placed those venomous snakes that typically have significant effects on humans, with some bites being potentially deadly or causing some necrosis at the bite site. There are snakes in this category that has caused human fatalities in Southern Africa, though in general these snakes are considerably less venomous than highly venomous snakes. There are some cytotoxic snakes like Bibron Stiletto snake in this group, but the leader in the pack in terms of dangerousness must be elephants like the two coral cobra species. The prize for the meanest venom, at least in my opinion, will however have to be awarded to the Berg Adder. The neurotoxic venom can lead to breathing distress and notably acts on the optic nerves, leading to temporary or even permanent damage to eyesight in some bite victims. Hiking the mountains in remote regions and being bitten by this feisty adder can become a real nightmare. There are snakes in this category that have caused human fatalities in Southern Africa, though in general these snakes are considerably less venomous than highly venomous snakes. Some species have caused deaths in humans before. We are now getting to the sharp end of this index, and category 7 snakes are all highly venomous and pose a real death risk. Neurotoxic snakes include all the true cobras and the spitting cobras that have potent cytotoxic effects as well, often causing massive tissue damage. Others, like the puff adder, can also cause massive necrosis and can lead to the loss of limbs or even life when left untreated for extended periods. It is hard to pick a winner here because all these snakes pack potent venom, but the Snouted Cobra is my pick as it is widespread in the north and northeastern parts of Southern Africa. Its potent neurotoxic venom is quick acting and can rapidly cause pulmonary and cardiovascular issues. All of the snakes in this category should be regarded as potentially deadly. Finally, we reach the pinnacle of this rating index, and category 8 snakes are those species that have extremely potent venom, sometimes present in large volumes. Envenomation from these snakes, if left untreated, will lead to mortalities in people in the majority of cases. They all constitute a medical emergency. Sea snakes and the highly venomous Boomslang have very concentrated venom, making them drop for drop the deadliest from this bunch. However, nobody can argue with the fearsome black Mamba, which has taken many lives and, before the advent of antivenom, was considered a death sentence. Category 8 snakes are extremely venomous. This is as dangerous as African snakes get. Without treatment, death is typically inevitable.